It is most certainly the time to open the door, my gorgeous Capricorn, indeed. This October 2021, it's all about you using your own intuition, using your own energy, doing the right thing, and most certainly moving beyond current challenges by focusing only on what you want, what you desire, because the power of manifestation when it comes to you, my gorgeous Capricornius, it's going to be absolutely outstanding. Okay, your power, the actual power of manifestation, it's going to be superb. It's going to be super outstanding. This is because the energy in October, throughout of the months of October 2021, it's going to be mind-blowing, like every single October. And this particular energy, it's going to influence you like there is no tomorrow. You know that, of course, sorry, at the end of October is the 31st of October, so every October it's super spiritual months, like my lord. But of course it starts on the 1st of October, and as the time goes by it becomes more intense and more intense and more intense. And this is your energy. This is when you find yourself, when on one hand you think, oh my god, it's so weird and bizarre, but then on another hand this energy is working so perfectly for you, with you. There is so much that you're going to realize. There is so much that you're going to come to terms with. But there is also, on another hand, this is all to do with your personal things, with your personal life. But then on another hand, there is something very specific that you're also going to realize, that it's nothing to do with your life, that it's just looking at the big picture, and things that have been affecting you, but they have got nothing to do with you over the last 24 to 36 months. There is something that you're going to realize, and you're going to find it mind-blowing. But then again, that confirmation is going to be absolutely everything, because it's only going to confirm things for you, and it's just going to work brilliantly like a blessing, because it's just going to kind of happen at the right moment and the right time, where you're just simply going to adjust an important part of your life by going towards the right direction, most certainly. On another hand, my gorgeous Capricornius, what else I was going to say? This month of October, yes, it's going to bring you the actual a bit of a tower situation and the tower moment. So you're going to kind of be the part of the situation, and this is going to be like a little bit mind-blowing what is actually going to happen to you within the first 21 days of October. So the first 21 days of October are going to be significant when it comes to that tower situation. So it's really going to kind of set you back a little bit, and it's going to be like, oh my god. But then again, this is going to make this situation is going to work so perfectly for you, actually. And some people would tell me like, oh no, it's a tower, it can't be good. No baby, no. This tower will be very significant for you, because it's going to shake things up where they should be shaken. And once things are shaken up where they should be shaken, you're going to be able to see so much through that particular energy. So it was like a bit of a darkness before, and now suddenly you're just going to be able to start seeing through. And once you start seeing through this darkness that it was before, like pretty much so very heavy part of your life, there is a very great sense of achievement that you're gonna feel and you're gonna have, and you're not gonna be able to explain this, but it's also the achievement. It's like a psychic visions that you will have, very important psychic visions when it comes to your future, when it comes to your future planning. And this is when your power is gonna come up. This is something that it's really gonna re-energize you and keep you going when you need it the most. So this tower situation is most certainly going to work really brilliantly for you, because you're going to start removing yourself from the situation or group of people that no longer serve you. But on another hand, it's just going to make you feel really assertive. It's going to make you like really assertive, and this is important, because that assertiveness, it's absolutely everything, especially when it comes to when it happens when it's the month of October, when everything is so enhanced anyway, and it's also synchronicity. The power of synchronicity is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. So if you see number 3, if you see number 333, if you see number 3333, or any combination of number 3, or if you see any combination of number 9 as well, 999 or 999 or 9, you know, just every single time when you kind of look at your time, or whenever you kind of come across this synchronicity, you need to understand that there is a very important gift waiting for you very soon after that. But that gift, in order to get there, you're just gonna need to come out of yourself. You're gonna need to communicate as much as you can, communicate your vision, communicate what you want to do, but especially to people who are very close to you, the people who mean to you so much, who you just have a very strong emotional connection with, because there is something very specific that is going to be pinpointed to you, at you, that you wouldn't normally notice. And also, when you see that this number's repeating, number 9 or any combination of number 3, you know, there is a very kind of you need to know that this is a bit of like a warning sign that there is an important competition going to come up. And I can see that you may kind of be like, oh no, there is something that is going to be putting you off, but you need to go through this, because this is an absolutely important part of your life that is going to be highlighted exactly 7 weeks after. There is something miraculous that is actually going to come up and happen to you, and this is going to be pretty much so be very beneficial and positive when it comes to your practicality and personal security, in particular when it comes to your finances, financial situation, and doing the right thing. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Capricorn, and it's for October 2021. So this monthly horoscope tarot card focus is for you, my gorgeous Capricornios, and it's for October 2021. So what is your number? Number 33. This is your number when it comes to numerology, but this is a very powerful number, and it's a very spiritual number, and it's a very strong number, and it's telling me pretty much so that you are reaching a ridiculously important part of your life where you just are going to come to terms with some kind of ending. This is so important for you to realize and come to terms with what this ending is, because is this the part of your process, part of your progress. And as soon as you realize this and let this go and cut this out of your life, you know, the better actually energy flow for you, it's going to start manifesting almost immediately. So this is very, very important. On another hand, you know, it's all about your practicality, and it's all about your practical knowledge. My Lord, if there was any month that needed your practical knowledge like this, your practicality, like there is no month this year that is going to be so important. Literally every single day, what you have within, what you contain within, what you have learned throughout of your whole life, this is all gonna kind of be an important part of your progress and process throughout this month of October. So which is telling me something very mind-blowing is going to happen, like as a reward, you know, especially when it comes to the actual 2nd and the 3rd of November. I'm going to November now. I know I just jumped like beautifully, you know, but I'm going to November now, so something really kind of brilliant is going to happen to you on these days in November. 2nd and the 3rd of November, it's where you're going to be able to see this very, very important outcome. On another hand, and realization, you know, and confirmation, you know, and the beginning of an unfoldment, because there is a really powerful lotus flower that you are having. So which means that you have been through so much. It means that you have been dealing through so much, because the lotus, you see, it's a very powerful flower. It's an amazing flower that has got a very powerful spiritual meaning to it, because it's growing, you know, through the mud, and it goes through the water and then comes on top, you know. And this is exactly why this is so miraculous, because it means that you are going to have a really powerful spiritual experience, but also realization. The beginning of a very sacred unfoldment is going to take place. On another hand, my gorgeous Capricornians, you know, it's about your own practicality, and that means that, you know, you just need to use your own intuition throughout this month. You just have to kind of follow your your own light. You just have to follow your own path. You know, somebody's just going to be keep on popping up and try to like kind of confuse you, or somebody's going to kind of try to lead you off your own path, but you need to understand that it needs to come from you. This is more important than ever. And also pay attention to what is actually going to take place within the last 7 days of October 2021, because the last 7 days of October 2021 are going to bring you revelation, but that revelation is going to come through the actual achievement of something that you have been doing so unselfishly to somebody else. Maybe somebody very close to you was going through difficult things, and you just gave so much of your energy unselfishly, you know. So now this is beautifully all going to be connected and bring you an absolutely brilliant reward. On another hand, you know, so it's all about the actual like doing as much as you possibly can, but also on another hand, doing as much as you possibly can, and do not ignore. You see 11th of October, it's going to be very important. 11th of October, just remember. But it's just like doing as much as you can, following your own path, but also do not ignore things that are coming to you, because something will specifically, the specific thing is going to be keep on popping back in your mind, but it's like so cloudy around it at the moment, because you need to work a little bit in order to kind of like get this out. You know, it's very important to see what this is, because it's an important part of your own development and spiritual existence. On another hand, very powerful negotiation. I can see that you will have a very powerful and very successful negotiation. And this negotiation, I would like to remind you that you're going to need to kind of like stay true to yourself and keep your feet firmly on the ground, because you will be dealing with somebody who's like a bit, pretty much so like a bit of an energy vampire, which means that somebody is going to be draining your energy like so much. And when that happens, you know, it's not only that our energy is drained, but we don't act how we normally act. We are not ourselves, and at a time when we are meant to like be dealing with important things and respond in an important and significant way, we just say something completely silly, something completely different, no matter how wise or how smart or how clever we are. But then later on we are just driving ourselves crazy, like, oh no, I should have said this, I should have said that. So this is what these people do, an energy vampire can do, and this is why they can be kind of like just a little bit dangerous when it comes to our own development. So this is something that I need you to pay attention to, you know, but it's in a very important negotiation, and this is how you go over. You just kind of do not kind of like change anything about your mind, anything about your way of thinking. Don't change anything, and don't allow anybody else to shape your own reality. You are the one who shapes your own reality by doing things that are only like right to you, that only make sense to you. Okay, it's very important. So anyway, so I'm seeing this important negotiation. Why is this negotiation going to be so good? Well, to start with, it's just like basically maybe not even going to seem that big as actually going to be. But the bottom line is that like about 4 to 5 days after that negotiation, there is an amazing swift change, swift activity actually going to happen in terms of the actual sudden progress. You know, it's pretty much with the movement, with a very stale, slow part of your life. You know, this is just going to start speeding itself life almost immediately. But on another hand, it's going to require to make from you, it's going to require to make a really important decision at the same time. And that decision, you kind of going to be like, oh, I'm not too sure. But then again, another message that you're going to get at around that time is just going to confirm something else to you, something that hasn't even got anything to do with this particular situation. But then again, somehow you're going to be able to kind of see and find the missing link. And after that moment in time, there is so much that is actually going to be clear to you, like there is no tomorrow. This is an important time when it comes to transformation. So try to kind of clear away as much as you can, like the old, you know. And I know this sounds really like, oh God, clear the old, blah blah blah. No, baby, no. It's like every single new moon, you know, when we have a new moon, there is a certain energy. When we have a full moon, there is a completely different energy. But at the time of the new moon, normally we just kind of like clear away the old to make a space for the new. We start new things, you know, we can focus on new beginnings things quite nicely, because as the moon is growing, you know, our intention is kind of intensifying at the same time with the power of our own projection when it comes to our own manifestation. So this is why it's so important to work with this energy, because it's going to reflect so nicely. So basically it's just like anything that you want to do, any changes that you feel like making, like at home in your immediate environment, or anything that you want to buy, you're going to find this so beneficial. I know that this sounds really a little bit crazy, a little bit kind of weird, but it is the power of your own creativity that just makes your energy so luminous. And once your energy is so luminous, there are so many like ideas that you're getting. Do you know what I mean? So it's like visually you change something slightly in your home, in your environment, you know, maybe in your office, but then again at the same time this is going to kind of like really have an impact on your own vibration almost immediately, you know. So this is why, but it's not only about that, it's about the ideas that you get, because there is something very significant and specific that is going to come to you, what is actually missing in your life, realization, an idea, call it whatever you like, you see. And this is why it's so important to actually to work with these energies at the same time. Almost most certainly this is not the time to actually invest. I would not invest, or if somebody's like kind of asking you to invest and things like that, no baby, no. I would not say that this is the best month to invest. If you want to invest, then you could actually try to do this after the 4th of November 2021. But if it comes to some kind of investment, you see, it's very interesting the way things are going to happen, because if someone does offer you some kind of investment, then you will see the tricky thing is you would go for it, you would do it, but then you know, you would just kind of like, you wouldn't be happy with this later, you see. So you would kind of blame yourself for something, and it wouldn't kind of turn out to be how it actually should be, you know. So this is really important, because it's also what you would invest in. By the time you get to the 4th or the 5th of November 2021, you will see that then the energy is going to be changing completely. There is so much going to be clear that hasn't been clear before, but at the same time, it's not about that. You will see how much your actual mind is going to change about that specific subject. So this is something that you need to go through and make the most of it like this. Very important indeed. On another hand, my gorgeous Capricornians, you see, it's all about the actual, you know, I like it, you know, pay attention to the actual, something specific, yet again, to do with your own uniqueness. It's all about your own uniqueness, and it's all about you paying attention to it. What you very special about, what makes you feel so happy, what makes you feel so excited, what makes you feel so good, what makes you feel so different. You know, all these things are going to be the part of this picture when it comes to you focusing on something. Something will be coming to you all along throughout the month of October, my gorgeous Capricornians. Something is going to be coming to you, which means that the specific part of your life needs a little bit more, okay, regardless who you are, where you are, at or what stage of your spiritual journey you are, whether you're looking for work, whether you're working, or whether you're retired, it doesn't really matter. It's to do with the learning experience, it's to do with your own call. So whatever you're doing in your life, there is going to be an extension of it that is going to become available to you, but this is going to come and manifest in the form of the actual, you just going to know exactly what more do you need to learn about the specific subject, because it's all about the deep concentration, application, but also, you know, it's about the actual reflection and respect for that particular knowledge. You're not going to be able to ignore this, you know. It's all about kind of desire to learn new ideas, but at the same time, you know, very important news that you are going to get is just kind of like this is going to be kind of very unique to you, because you will know kind of some kind of confirmation to you, kind of this is going to be quite personal, and it's not something that you would normally talk about, but this is going to mean to you so much. And it's almost like basically it's all about the idea that is actually going to come out of it, and that idea is just so important, because at the same time it's going to bring you a mind-blowing outcome when it comes to your situation, when it comes to an advancement, you know, when it comes to the actual an important conclusion, you know, and that is going to help you to realize that you're approaching the end of a problem. system, you know, which is most certainly going to bring you in like completely unexpected situation. And an unexpected situation is going to happen over the within the last 11 days this month of October, my gorgeous Capricornius. And that unexpected event, it's actually going to make you realize some kind of success, some kind of gain when it comes to financial situation. But then again, even more importantly, it's about overcoming obstacles and challenges, you know, and this in itself, it's all about you realize, oh my lord, you know, I'm on an advanced stage now, I really like it. But then again, this is also going to require like another negotiation, you know, but this negotiation is a different negotiation to what I said before, and this negotiation should take place not in October, but it's going to happen within like about the next 7 weeks or so. So you see, it's one step at a time, and the realization that good things in life, they most certainly take time. But as soon as you find yourself on your own path, very strong sense of direction, nothing will stop you, my gorgeous Capricornius, indeed. When it comes to the actual health, you know, this is so important to say, like what I said the last month as well. Now is the time yet again to pay attention to boosting your own immune system. So you need to make sure that you're taking natural dose of vitamin C, like maybe like organic camu powder, organic camu capsules, organic acerola cherry powder, organic acerola cherry capsules. Both of these supplements are equally mind-blowing when it comes to its vitamin C content. So this is, and it's natural, of course. So this is something I would highly suggest you to take with the natural vitamin D and the natural zinc as well. This has got a powerful ability to boost your immune system, and it can help you with so many other things as well, and it's ultimately going to reflect on your energy, on your well-being in general. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. Okay, so now before I go on the first date, I would highly recommend you to get something like a chakra pendant. Absolutely a must. And chakra pendant is not only going to be significant and important for you to wear throughout the months of October, but it's for November and December. Every time when you're feeling like a little bit uncertain, every time when you feel like your energy is like kind of being drained, every time when you kind of have to do important things but you're kind of uncertain and you don't feel right, you just have to do it sometimes. You know, we have to deal with things even if we don't feel like 100%, but there are things that can help us, like this gorgeous chakra pendant with a perfect balance of chakra crystals which reflect on your general well-being. It helps you to keep your feet firmly on the ground. It protects you, but at the same time it's got this ability to help you to be so re-energized in a way, to be on top of things, so you know exactly what to pay attention to, so you don't miss out on things that you should be paying attention to. So this gorgeous chakra pendant comes with a sterling silver setting and the sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Capricornius, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now the very first date that that I need you to sorry the very first date, okay, I just need a little bit of water. Oh gosh. I know it's not good to drink to drink water out of plastic, but then you know. So now the very first date that I'm going to be talking about is going to be Capricornius, 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 pam 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 pam, Capricornius, pam 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 pam. Raise your vibration, Capricornius, pam 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 pam, 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 Capricornius, pam 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 pam. Raise your vibration, my gorgeous Capricornius. It is more important than ever. By raising your vibration, you're creating a powerful spiritual armor around you, but at the same time it helps you with your own balance throughout the month of October. For you, my gorgeous Capricornius, this is now more important than ever. So the first important date sorry, the first important date is going to be on the very 1st of October 2021. So this is so important because this is the reflection of things that have been kind of driving you nuts, things that have been driving you crazy over the last 7 months in particular. So it's to do with things that were on your mind over the last 7 months that were slowing you down, that you felt very unsatisfied with yourself deep within. But at the same time, it's about the plan. It's the new plan, it's the wish part of the wish, something that you wanted to do, but then again at the same time I can see that you were thinking about it before. You wanted to do this, you wanted to take this necessary step, but at the same time you didn't have enough confidence. So now these uncertain efforts that you are still going to feel, you're not going to be able to explain where this is coming from. Now suddenly you're going to feel like, oh yeah baby, you know, and that in itself, it's going to reflect on you so nicely right at the beginning of October. So you need to pay attention to what is inspiring you, what is on your mind, what is it that you want to do but you're not doing, what are you waiting for? No wait baby, just go for it. You know, this in itself is going to open your eyes, it's going to make you realize things that were like draining your energy and slowing you down, but most importantly it's going to give you control again over your life. I'm not saying that you didn't have a control over your life, but you're going to see exactly what I mean. It's about the strength, courage, and absolutely mind-blowing energy and determination, you know, and this in itself is going to give you confidence, you know, and that is going to bring you one of the greatest accomplishments ever, because yet again at the end of October or over the last 7 days of October, you will see this is all going to be completely clear to you, an option, an opportunity you're not going to be able to ignore, because this is definitely going to be something for you to go through. On another hand, it's about the balanced force and harmony that you're going to feel, but at the same time, you know, you need to understand that tact is pretty much so necessary to maintain pace. Just remember that the actual tact is necessary to maintain pace. It's very, very important indeed. And somebody's also going to surprise you in between the 1st and the 10th of October 2021. Someone is going to surprise you. They're going to tell you something, somebody who's very close to you. And then, first of all, it's not going to make sense. And as more as you think about it, the more you're going to kind of feel connected to it. So this is a very specific information that you are going to need to kind of dissect a little bit, because there is something very specific that you're going to realize about yourself that was missing in your life. It's a quite nice and very interesting and rather complex inspiration. The second important date, my gorgeous Capricornius, is going to be on the 11th of October. Now, of course, that we've got 11 here. This is so important. Now, you know, you need to pay attention to what this is actually. It's also like it's all about your own creativity, you know. You're going to find yourself being rather creative. And even if you're feeling completely down, even if you're feeling low, even if you're feeling negative, just remember, you just do that spiritual knock. You start doing things that you love doing, and you will see this energy is just going to take you like really far. And once you're taken really far, nothing can actually kind of bring you down. So this is important because it's 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. It's in between the 11th and the 17th of October. In between the 11th and the 17th of October, this is the time when you're gonna find out something very powerful about yourself. It's where you're gonna discover something so significant about yourself, but it's only going to happen and it's only going to come to you through your own creativity, you know. It's to do with an important beginning, but also at the same time, you know, it's like the birth of something so mind-blowing in your life, because this is going to bring a beginning of an absolutely an amazing, meaningful experience, like an adventure, you know. This is going to be wonderful, you know. But then at the same time, it's the birth of something very special. And now again, you know, the birth of the baby in spiritual terms, the birth of the baby, it's something very special, very unique, very beautiful, very different, very inspiring, very changing, very life-changing, something that is so one of the most important things in this world, in this life ever. And the specific thing about the baby when it comes to its spiritual terms and its meaning is like it's keep on changing, you know. It comes out, it makes everybody happy, like yay, and it's just keep on changing and growing and changing and growing. And as this is growing and changing, you know, this is having an amazing impact on your life. So this is the beginning that I'm talking about, because you are gonna see the way out of the situation that brought so much misery and concern and sadness and unhappiness, you know. And this is so important because it's at the same time going to give you the strength and power to make a particular abandonment in your life. But you're gonna need to cut something out of your life, make an adjustment, but at the same time, hey baby, you know, the hidden enemy is going to kind of become obvious, somebody who you should really kind of pay attention to, stay away from, and be careful what you say to. The certain hidden enemy, it's also going to come out of the situation where you're going to realize this within in between the 11th and the 17th of October. But this is going to be brilliant for you, because at the same time you will see that hidden enemy was preventing you to think in a specific way, was preventing you to be yourself, and that is going to kind of like really kind of make you think, and you're going to find yourself thinking, inspecting the certain situation, and you will see that is going to bring you an amazing resolution of a problem. It's about the conclusion that is going to bring you an instant healing into your life, and it's going to bring you rather satisfactory result indeed, you know. It's about a fulfillment that you didn't feel in a long time, but you will know. It's to do with the compromise in between the 11th and the 17th of October. It's about the compromise that you're going to have, but at the same time this is going to inspire you so much, because it's going to reflect on relationships, on people in your life, you know, people who are around you. And the more you can connect and reconnect with people in your life in between the 11th and the end of that month would be better, because the more inspired you're actually going to feel. So this is important indeed. On another hand, what else I was going to recommend you would be like a dry sage sticky. This dry sage stick is so important also to kind of have with us, like throughout the month of October, like to do a bit of a smudging, you know. It's very important because you're going to get rid of negative energy, not only in your immediate environment, but also when it comes to be, you know, you containing negative energy, you know. It depends how much of negative energy you have got accumulated within you. So this is so significant to kind of close all the windows at home, burn this, you know, have a little salsa, going to every single room in your home, say a little chant, say a little prayer, talk to your spirit guides, talk to your guardian angel, however you feel it's going to be the right way to do it. At the end, you just close the windows, and as the smoke goes away, the negative energy goes away. And if you feel like a little bit drained and tired and weird and unusual, that's actually a good sign, because it means that it's working on you as well, which means that you're going to that you had a big amount of negative energy within you. So now this is going to go away within the next 2 days, so it's only a good sign. You can get this dry sage stick in my shop as well, in my store, and the link to buy this is in the description below. But buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Capricornius, you're also supporting my channel as well. So now the very first date, my gorgeous Capricornius, that I would like you to let you know, it will be the 30th and the 31st of October. You know, it's all about, you know, you will know something is going to be like open for you here, you know, like a beautiful doorway, a beautiful portal, and it's going to happen on the 30th and the 31st. The 30th is very strong, you know, when it comes to this portal being open, and it's going to happen with you being inspired with something that you have done, but you're going to find, you're going to realize, oh my God, you've got a while to go, you know. But then at the same time, it's about this realization. It's about this realization exactly which part of your life, you know, you need to put more services in, more energy, more where you need to project more energy and more vibration when it comes to your own manifestation. And on top of that, there is some kind of spirit that is going to come through, that is going to come forward. And you know that the 31st of October, it's all about the Samhain, it's all about Halloween. Some call it Halloween, some call it Samhain, and it's when the veil, as I said, in between this world and the spirit world as its thinnest, and it's all the spirits always around us. But as I said, this is more about our ancestors, this is more about people who used to be in our lives, this is more about people who, spirits who are so keen and so happy, like ooh la la, to come through and help us and to guide us. There is a sign, a very unusual sign that you are going to have, very bizarre sign on the 30th or the 31st of October in particular, that is actually going to happen at the right time, when you will know how to kind of like what exactly this means. It's going to be like kind of like it's going to kind of confirm something to you, but what part of your life you should be kind of putting more energy towards it, like towards a specific goal, for example. This is very, very important, and it's going to happen in a very strange way as well. On another hand, you know, this is something that is going to bring you so much like a kind of like, it's going to make you feel so good about yourself, but you're also going to make yourself feeling very proud with yourself. But also I can see that certain other people in your life who mean to you are going to be proud with yourself, you and your achievement as well. It's about creativity and trusting yourself, but at the same time, you know, it's about what you're going to recognize, something very specific about yourself, you know, and that is going to make you feel absolutely, it's going to elevate you spiritually so beautifully at the right moment in time. On another hand, what else? There is a very important news that you're actually going to have on the 30th and the 31st of October. This is very important when it comes to your own capability. You're going to feel so good, something that you have been waiting for, because it's pretty much so to do with the actual reward from hard work. So you are gonna become aware of the actual reward from hard work on the 30th and the 31st of October, and this is gonna mean to you so much, because it's gonna make you feel so good. It's gonna confirm the certain capability that you're on the right track, that you're on the right path. But even most importantly, you will know that this is the time and the beginning for the ultimate change in your life. You just always have to remember to trust yourself like there is no tomorrow, my gorgeous Capricornians, indeed. So now I'm just going to briefly say what to focus on in the first part of October, mid part of October, and the last part of October. Now the first part of October, just you need to understand that the energy is going to be really bizarre, very strange and rather thick. So you must not make this energy or let this energy get the better of you, because we can easily drift away with it without realizing that this same energy is going to work into our favor. But also on another hand, it's like just like if you kind of like start feeling a little bit negative and start feeling like, oh, expecting negativity and negative things, don't do it. Just remove yourself from that situation and these feelings and emotions straight away, and just try to remember what I said. As soon as you do the spiritual knock and make the first move, you're going to be flying like a banana. You're going to be flying like there is no tomorrow through this situation that you thought that it's going to be like completely otherwise. The mid part of October, you need to remember that, you know, there is a lot going to be going on. You just need to remember to not to fail to recognize a really, really magical opportunity, but at the same time, try to not to miss the point. Just remember this. The last part of October, you know, this is all about an important recovery, you know. This is brilliant, you know, because an important recovery, but then at the same time, you know, you need to remember to make choices from the heart, you know, make choices from the the heart. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornius, I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationships. So you see, what was going on over the last 10 months for those of you who are in relationship have brought you lots of negativity and lots of like a maybe like uncertainty, and it brought you like a lots of like excessive pressures, you know. So the very good news is that you're both going to have at around the mid of October is that, you know, problems are soon about to be resolved. I'm so happy for you, but at the same time, you know, you will know exactly which effort do you need to put as a couple to meet a certain goal. So that in itself is going to absolutely become a fundamental part of your life at around the end of October 2021. So the bottom line is that, you know, this is going to be brilliant, and it's going to elevate both of you. Just the realization, news and information, which is going to open your eyes, but most important, it's going to help you realize that the problems are soon coming to an end, which is almost immediately going to redirect your energy towards something positive and optimistic, which is going to start manifesting as an option, an opportunity and choice at the end of October 2021. Okay, so now my gorgeous Capricornius, for those of you that are single and ready to mingy, you know, I really like this because, you know, you are going to find yourself on a very sacred journey, you know, and you're going to find yourself being really brave. For those of you that are single, my gorgeous Capricornius, and I can see you stepping into the certain dimension. I'm seeing you stepping into the certain direction. Before you will be like, no baby, no. But now there are going to be so many uncertainties. It's about you making the next step in your life when it comes to your finances, financial security. This is all part of the big picture. But most importantly, you are going to do the right thing. So it's about an advancement into, you know, like an advancement into the unknown, and it's going to require a certain alteration. Now, this is an important word when it comes to an alteration, my gorgeous Capricornius, because that particular alteration is also going to require from you to either return to the certain path or either start something new, where it's just kind of new people, new group of people going to be involved. Because I say this because someone very special is about to walk into your life, and it's not even going to be that long. Someone very, very special indeed. Somebody who you're going to meet, you know, it's either going to be in October or November, but most certainly you're going to feel certain sincerity you didn't feel in a long time, and you're also going to feel something very deep within you that you didn't feel in a long time, and you're going to feel very relaxed about this person as well. This is somebody very, very special, you know, and also like you're going to find something so sincere around this person, something that you haven't seen in a while, and it's going to affect you in the best possible way. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornius, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all so much. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Capricornius. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Mwah. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.